California is a sprawling desert town. There isn't much to do for the town's 80,000 people, so the library's 100th anniversary is reason for a block party celebration. Families, grill masters, even farm animals put California's version of small-town America on display. Hemet lies 90 miles southeast of Los Angeles. It's 13 miles from the nearest interstate, which makes it feel isolated. For years, Hemet was known for agriculture.
Apricots and walnuts and olives, and there was some citrus too. They would come down into the valley and they would say, "Oh my God, this is a pocket of gold. It's so beautiful."
Bob Beaton has lived near Hemet since 1963. He has fond memories of Hemet's past.
It would be like American Graffiti, that movie. I don't know if you've seen it. And it was where the malt shop was a big thing, and you go to get a root beer, and just the basic little things of life, picnics and summer ball games and going fishing up on the mountain. It was a perfect place to bring up children.
Families were attracted to Hemet because of its schools. But now, Hemet educators and parents are worried. In the wake of the recession, $17 billion was slashed from California's public schools.
California is in the worst educational situation that it's been in since I've been in teaching.
I'm worried kids are going to end up on the street because it's just not a fun place to be anymore.
The kids just keep losing resources. It seems like every year it's something new.
The last day of school is usually a fun day, but at Hemet Elementary this year, it was also a somber affair. Hemet's oldest grade school held its final graduation and awards ceremony.
School's closing. It's very emotional. I've been in tears off and on all day.
Hemet Elementary will not open its doors next year. The school serves one of Hemet's poorest areas, with a large population of English learners.
Well, I've been with Hemet Elementary for 5 years now. I've seen the school go from making a complete 360-degree turnaround. It's gone from an underachieving school to what I consider a high-performing school considering its demographics.
State budget cuts forced the Hemet district to eliminate about 17% of its operating budget.
That's $32 million out of a $200 million budget gone.
The district closed Hemet Elementary because it needed costly repairs. It was sinking and no longer earthquake compliant. The school had been moved to a temporary location. The district could have kept the school open there, but chose to save about $500,000.
Our school was something like 3% of the entire budget cut. So we were a very small portion of the big picture.
Penley says he made the move because it was financially responsible, but he didn't like it.
I've always tried to make decisions, and our board has always tried to make decisions based on what provides the best educational program and what serves children the best. But we're beyond that right now. We're trying to survive financially.
Hemet Elementary teachers and students will be split up and assigned to other schools.
When you look at a school community that had worked very, very hard with underprivileged kids to help them achieve at a high level, and they had done that with the district's help, you have to admire what they've done, and it makes you feel not good at all to have to say to them, we're going to close your school after they've done all the work.
The decision to close Hemet Elementary was one of Penley's last acts before he retired as superintendent. But he says it wasn't the only hard decision he's made.
I've been in this business 39 years. I've been 19 years as a superintendent. I never thought that I would have to ask employees to give back part of their salary, to reduce their salary, but we're reducing salaries by 6.5%. We totally eliminated middle school athletics. We have reduced athletic budgets by 30% over 2 years.
At Hemet High School, summer football practices are in full swing. The freshmen train through the heat to prepare for the fall. For most of these players, next year will be their first season of competition. If state cuts continue, the district may eliminate freshman athletics. First-year coach Matt Georgia hopes this won't be his last batch of freshmen.
I don't want to speculate if they're going to not have a program or they're going to cut freshmen. You want them just to focus on playing football.
But Georgia can't focus just on football. Money's always on his mind. Aside from transportation costs, he gets no funding from the school. the team has to make its own money.
So we have to do a lot of fundraising. There's not a whole lot of money out there.
Georgia has 16 coaches on his staff, but expects to receive only 8 stipends this year. Stretching that money means Georgia has to ask his coaches to sacrifice.
$500, $1,000, $2,000. Still not a whole lot of money when if you add up all the hours. I mean, it's it's pennies on the dollar.
Literally pennies.
Literally.
Wide. Arms staying tight. 1.
Coaches go in the negative when it's all said and done. I mean, some coaches will break even. Some coaches will spend more than they make. We help kids pay for physicals. We'll help kids buy cleats if they need them. It's a microcosm of what's going on in schools, not just our school or it's any school.
Georgia says coaches put in extra effort because football and other sports are crucial for students.
And it's when I went to high school here at Hemet. If it wasn't for sports, it would have been really difficult to stay highly motivated to show up every day and take care of my grades.
Keeping students engaged keeps Georgia working to ensure his program won't disappear.
Once you cut a program, it's really, really difficult to get it back.
Georgia knows he's not alone. Schools across California have cut athletic programs.
Everybody's struggling.
But Hemet is worried about more than football. Basic education is threatened.
We're a district that has taken all of the nonsense that California's done to us, and we're still stable. We're still getting good results with our students. If we took another 15% hit, we could get rid of every employee in the district other than teachers, including principals, and we would not be able to fund the minimum staffing that we need to meet our obligation under the education code.
That's one reason the district joined a lawsuit suing California to force the state to come up with a better system for funding local schools.
We don't have our hat on quite right, and we've got some work to do to get that corrected with our political system.
Hemet officials hope the lawsuit will be a catalyst for change in education funding. And maybe laughter will return to one of Hemet's oldest playgrounds.